Come watch me as I write a short story using an original poem form that I created. It's called a Tenos poem, and the Tenos poem has 18 lines. It's made up of four stanzas, and these are the rules for each stanza. The first stanza has four rhyming lines, any rhyme scheme that you choose. The second stanza has five free verse lines. The third stanza also has five free verse lines. And then the fourth stanza has four rhyming lines, and again, any rhyme scheme that you prefer. Now, the Tenos poem I created back in like 2015, and it was a poem form that I created to kind of go against the sonnet. And it's also sonnet backwards because I never really liked um, the sonnet form in terms of the strict rules. I've always loved poetry and different types of poetry. I just did not like strict rules that required, you know, only certain things. I like to mix it up. I like my poetry to be mixed. So I created this to have free verse as well as rhyme. Now, in terms of pentameter or anything like that, I don't like that. So if anybody knows anything about that, iambic pentameter, I would happily learn it. Like I tried to learn it in high school, it just wasn't for me. So if you do know an easy way to understand and use iambic pentameter, please let me know. I'd be happy to learn it and try some sonnets the actual traditional way. I do like sonnets because they're fun and there's so many different types of sonnets. I'll probably do a video on different types of sonnets that I like and maybe write some. But the iambic pentameter portion is not for me right now. If it is in the future, I'd be happy to try it. But we're going to write one of my original poems, a Tenos poem. And I like to start by um, going to unsplash.com and getting some pictures or getting some inspiration. So I like to go here, and Unsplash is a site where you can get free images, absolutely free, free to use for commercial or personal use. And I like to start with maybe like a theme. So um, I'm going to say creature feature for this and see what pictures inspire me. Like, ooh, this is fun. Oh, a little scary little lizard. We also got lots of different birds, it looks like, and then some models. Now, the pictures that have this little plus here are not free, so you would have to pay to download these, but any that do not have that plus are absolutely free. And I like to look around and load more, get as many pictures as I can and see what stands out to me and screams at me that it needs a story. Let's see. Now this is a fun one. Ooh, this one I love, abandoned stuff and nature overgrown things. I love it. Let's see. Creature feature. Now, I do plan on someday going live with some of these videos and we could write together, or you can just watch me write a story. Um, ooh, I love this. This might have to be the one. Ooh, this one too. Ooh, I wish I was live so people could help me. So I'm just gonna download the ones that I really like right now. So I have them for later too, because I'm already feeling inspired by some of these. Ooh, I love this octopus. And so this is what I like to do. Ooh, look at the different pictures and see what calls out to me from the theme that I've chosen. And the themes, I usually just get them off the top of my head, but there are different sites where you can also get some prompt ideas. And I also have my prompt book, 137 creative writing prompts that could also help you to get some themes, some ideas for prompts and what to write. But this is one way I like to do it, especially with Tenos. Tenos poems, this was my way. Ooh, Wicker, giving Wicker vibes. Who's gonna go see Wickers? Let me know in the comments if you're gonna go see Wicker. And let's see. I'm just gonna like. Ooh, that looks really cool. But I'm just collecting a few. Ooh, I like that tree. And I think I'm gonna go with that second one up there that I chose. Ooh, but I'm just looking. And I say take your time to look. Don't feel like, oh, I need to write the story this minute, so I have to find something fast. Ooh, I love this. Take your time. Oh, I love Alien. That Ooh, Predator and Alien. Yes. Let's see. I like that. I think I'm still gonna go with one of the first ones up there. Let's see. I like this. Well, this one's fun, but it's not free, and I'm only doing free so I can show you that it's possible for you to do this too. You can write, ooh, face a chest burster esque. What are these ones called? They're called something with a face, ain't they? Let me know in the comments. Ooh, I love that. Let's see. Okay, so I think I have enough. So I am gonna go with that first one. Let's see. And that is her. So the second one. And I like to get that picture, copy image, and bring it back to where I plan to write my tale. Okay. And then what I really love to do with a passion. Oh, it did not copy. Okay. So I'm going to keep this in the video, but I'm going to go back here, copy image again, copy to clipboard. I probably got to do this, Control C, and then come here, click here. Oops, nope, sorry. Put you down and click to the second one and then paste that picture. Yep, there we go. No. Okay, so y'all gonna watch this. Y'all gonna be here with me while I do this, because since that's not working, the old-fashioned way always works. So boom, boom, and then go here, snipping tool. Click that snipping tool, and as you can see, this is my YouTube. But Tinashe is one of my favorites, and I was watching a video on how to use this program that I'm using now, which I always say, get on your YouTube education. This is how you learn. Find you a video on how to use something that's new to you, learn it. Even if it's just a little bit, just learn it. That's what I do, and that's what I did. Okay, so let's go to DuckDuckGo. And I use DuckDuckGo, I use Brave. I like to use ones where you can easily turn off the AI and it ain't no question. Because I try my hardest not to use AI. Now, sometimes when I'm using a new program that I just discovered, I'll later find out the AI is included and I'm like, dang, but I try my hardest not to use AI willingly, um, and definitely not to use it for frivolous things. Not saying that art is frivolous. What? This is not real. This cannot be real. This cannot be real. Okay, so this is another thing I want to let y'all know. This is an absolutely free program. Absolutely free program. I love it. It's one of my favorites. For images, it ain't the business. So I also like to use this one here. This one's WP Office. It's also absolutely free. Um, for the basic things, and a lot of the big stuff too is pretty much free. But there are some things that are paid for this one, but this one ain't never let me down when it comes to photos. And I love having my margins. I usually like a little bit bigger than this, but I'll stick with this for now. And then I'm gonna just make it smaller. See, because this is perfect for pictures and images. This is great for writing and formatting. I love it. the, my true and just the writing process, but my first love was this one. But they decided that they want to have an AI spell check instead of a regular spell check, so I do not use it. And as you can see, it's turned off. And because I don't have any spell check, I like to use the other one because if I mess up a word, I need to know it right away. Because sometimes you be typing fast, so you'll spell face instead of FACE, it'll be FCAE, and you just mess it up and you don't even realize. But so I like to have that, and I also love using Creative Commons Zero, which this photo, Creative Commons Zero. I also love using Creative Commons Zero fonts, so that way I always know that nobody's gonna come sue me for the fonts in my books. So Day Roman, Creative Commons Zero font. There's a bunch. If you go to DeFont, you can go on there and put 100% absolutely free to use. That's for commercial use as well. So if you're a author like me, a writer like me, someone who likes to publish their own writings and put it in book format, ebook format, or even real book format, this is a safe font to use, and the font will have lots of safe fonts to use, so you can have cool, fun fonts that you don't have to worry about being sued for being in your book. But so we're starting here, and I'm sorry, I'm drinking some water. Okay, so because I like to start with a picture, I also like to start with a title. And sometimes I will also put in some music, and have some music playing. But for now, I'm not going to. Um, for now, I'm really not going to do that. But I'm gonna go with the title. So her face is giving Medusa, right? This is a Medusa statue. So I'm gonna go with Hiss. That's gonna be my title. And the picture is just a basis for the book, for the story. It's not necessarily the whole story. It's just gonna be an opening for me. So I'm gonna start with a cute little rhyme. Let's see. Let's go with she eats it all, your soul on up. All men they fall. She'll fuck it up. I like it. What y'all think? She eats it all, your soul on up. All men they fall, she'll fuck it up. I like it. She eats it all, your soul on up. All men they fall, she'll fuck it up. Perfect. And let me just make sure that all the font is Day Roman and all the font is size 12. Okay. So that's a part of it, but this ain't a Medusa story. It's a story about a woman who might be magical, who might not be. But let's see where we're gonna go. So I know what I'm gonna say. May had it up to here with motherfuckers thinking she owed them something. Tony, with his cracked tooth, thought he was the bee's knees. When he tried to kiss up on her at Jackie's party, she had to blow him a quick hex and turn him into a toad. His mama didn't like that. Then there was Paul with the big old 5 head, acting like Denzel Idris. Let's see, like he was Denzel in Idris. Then there was Paul with his big old 5 head. Oops. Like his name was Denzel Idris Diesel. That man's funky breath could kill a house full of roaches. He tried to rub up on May's booty at Tisha's baby shower, and she had to knock his teeth straight with a handful of her fairy dust. They all tried her. and got beat down times three with her magic. But Lisa did her the dirtiest, trying to steal her spells with kisses and sweet talk. She had to go. Messing with messing with a witch might have you switched. Playing with her heart will drive you to the depths of Hades. You better not ever start. So, that's my process. I start with some type of inspiration. With this time it was a picture, and then I like to title it. And then, of course, I always start with what type of story I want to do. And I love doing short stories, and I particularly love doing poetic tales. That's my thing, poetic tales. I love poetic tales. I love having some type of verse in my tales, even if it's just a little piece, and the rest is your standard westernized writing form or any form, that I've found and discovered and learned to love. But I like to always have some type of verse in there. So this is Hiss. She eats it all, your soul on up. All men they fall, she'll fuck it up. May had it up to here with motherfuckers thinking she owed them something. Tony with his cracked tooth thought he was the bee's knees. When he tried to kiss up on her at Jackie's party, she had to blow him a quick hex and turn him into a toad. His mama didn't like that. Then there was Paul with his big old five head acting like he was Denzel Idris Diesel. That man's funky breath could kill a house full of roaches. He tried to rub up on May's booty at Teacher's baby shower, and she had to knock his teeth straight with a handful of her fairy dust. They all tried her and got beat down times three with her magic. But Lisa did her the dirtiest. Trying to steal her spells with kisses and sweet talk, she had to go. Messing with the witch might have you switched. Playing with her heart will drive you to the depths of Hades. You better not ever start. And that's how I do it. I love it. I mean, this might not be a story for everybody, but for me, I love it. I love telling stories of magic and mayhem where there's some supernatural element or sci-fi element or creature feature horror element, and just people like people I know, people I've met along my journey, or people I've imagined along my journey, because sometimes, back in the day when I could walk like I used to, I'd take the bus and I'd sit there waiting for the bus and spot someone and just envision, ooh, this is who they could be. This is maybe what they are. Or maybe I'd hear them on the phone and be like, yep, yep, that's exactly who I want in my story. And then a lot of times it's nobody. A lot of times it's just somebody that I thought in my head, like, I wish I could be like this person. And this is one of those stories. I wish I could be a May where when someone messed with me, I didn't let it slide. I cursed them. I put a little spell on them, a little hex on them, and I got my revenge. But that's just me when it comes to writing. I like to envision tales of magic and mayhem with everyday people. So let me know what you think. This is probably a really long video, but I had fun making it, and I'll probably do it with my other poetic tales as well. I hope you have a great day. All right, so I had to come back on here. And this is why a spell checker is fun. I know how to spell here. It's not the here with your ear, it's the here now. It was just a mistake I made, but I know how to spell here. May had it up to here with motherfuckers thinking she owed them something. Okay? We're going to edit this together because now I feel ashamed. I shouldn't, but I do. Let's put a comma. With his cracked tooth, Tony with his cracked tooth thought he was the bee's knees. Bam. Okay. When he tried to kiss up on her at Jackie's party, she had to blow him a quick hex and turn him into a toad. His mama didn't like that. Okay. Then there was Pa with his big old five head, acting like he was Denzel Idris Diesel. That, oops, see where I done messed up. That man's funky breath could kill a house full of roaches. He tried to rub on he tried to rub up on May's booty at Tisha's baby shower, and she had to knock his teeth straight. And she had to knock his teeth straight with a handful of her fairy dust. They all tried her and got beat down times three with her magic. But Lisa, and actually I'm gonna, but Lisa did her the dirtiest. Actually I might like but Lisa being here. But Lisa did her the dirtiest. Trying to steal her spells with kisses and sweet talk, she had to go. Instead of that, she had to be dealt with. And because it's almost extending out, I'm gonna change it up. That man's funky, and this is what I do. This is part of my process too. So I'm glad I'm showing y'all this. That man's funky breath could kill a house full of roaches. He tried. He tried. I like that actually. He tried to rub up on May's booty at Tisha's baby shower, and she had to. So she had to knock his teeth. So she had to knock his teeth straight. So she had to knock his teeth straight with a hand full of fairy dust. I like that. And then they all tried her and got beat down. They all tried her and got beat down times three with her magic. But Lisa did her the dirtiest. Yep. And poetry, that's what poetry's about. Like feeling what you think looks right and sounds right to you. And this is what sounds and looks right to me. That man's funky breath could kill a house full of roaches. He tried to rub up on May's booty at Tisha's baby shower, so she had to knock his teeth straight with a handful of fairy dust. Of her fairy dust. They all tried her and got beat down times three with her magic. But Lisa did her the dirtiest, trying to steal her spells with kisses and sweet talk. She had to be dealt with. Bamboozle. Oops. And then let's change this to a T. And then let's go. Messing with a witch might have you switched. Playing with her heart will drive you to the depths of Hades. You better not even start. Bam! So, yes, this is the story, and this is the update fix. And we're going to switch it up a bit, put the hiss up here, and I like to do this too. Underline and bold. Yes, so what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments, and please, please, please try this poetry form. Please try it for me. Try it, try it, try it. And always save your work. Always save your work. Always. I mean it.